Hey, hope you're having a great day so far. Today is February 12th, Friday, and on this post I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets very quickly, which includes Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action, and see how they could potentially affect the altcoin markets in the short-term future, before diving into Bitcoin Cash and see what exactly is going on in this market. I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on this market according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, if you guys are watching me on YouTube, do subscribe. If you guys are watching me on TradingView, do follow me as I'll be keeping you updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list, regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you guys do want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 2 free stocks as of today upon a successful sign up and a qualifying deposit of $100 US, and I will also receive a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm purely sharing my own speculations opinions on this market. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in this market, as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you guys have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I'll try my best to get to as many of them as possible. Now, see what exactly is going on in this market. First, most importantly, I do take a look into Bitcoin dominance. It tells me what the money could be trending into. Would it be Bitcoin, altcoins, or neither? Currently, we do have Bitcoin dominance down about over 2% today. Bitcoin price action down about 0.8% today. Total altcoin market cap, however, up almost 6% today. So this is the ideal scenario that I always emphasize when Bitcoin dominance actually trends down, and this is the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending down, is when we actually see total altcoin market cap leading price action ahead of Bitcoin. In this case, it's even better because Bitcoin price action pulled back and does not seem to have a bearish effect on the total altcoin market cap. Let's take a look at what exactly is going on in Bitcoin dominance. First, on the daily time frame is still my focus here, where it seems like there is a double bottom pattern right here that could be forming depending on where this daily candle actually closes. There is also bullish divergence on the Bitcoin dominance chart with this double bottom pattern, so it could actually change course and bounce back up. Okay, so this is what I'm still focusing on. Ideally, I'll be looking for Bitcoin dominance to continue trending downwards, which is generally speaking better for the altcoin price action. For altcoin price action, going back to what I said, Bitcoin dominance going down, better for altcoin price action. Now switching over to Bitcoin price action, where I do see double bearish divergence here. However, not much of a pullback here, so still very bullish on Bitcoin price action here. Still running within these 2 trend lines I have estimated, has not broken above this top trend line. Would it actually pull back and validate my rising wedge pattern, or would it actually break out of this top trend line and continue making new highs here? If it actually does break out of this upper trend line here and continue making new highs, that would kind of make sense with that Bitcoin dominance chart with the double bottom and bullish divergence. And if Bitcoin price action actually breaks out, this could actually mean that the money is flowing back into Bitcoin if Bitcoin actually continues making higher highs while Bitcoin dominance is trending back up. Let's take a look into Bitcoin Cash. Let me just mention one more thing. If price action actually does pull back here, that could still have an effect on the altcoin price action. Okay, even though today Bitcoin price action pullback, not much of an effect, but also depends on how far up or down Bitcoin dominance could be trending. So a pullback here down to the bottom trend line here could still have an effect on the altcoin price action. Let's take a look into Bitcoin Cash. So this is my first time doing Bitcoin Cash on my channel. Let's see what exactly is going on in here. So I'm going to just check out the RSI real quick and see if we have any overbought RSI readings on the bigger time frames from the monthly down to the daily, and if there are any possible bearish divergence scenarios indicating to me that the bulls are losing momentum on a specific time frame. Monthly time frame here, RSI readings about 848, so nothing to be even concerned of here in terms of overbought RSI reading. I don't see possible bearish divergence either. Down to the weekly. There is possible bearish divergence here on the weekly time frame because of the last high that was made at about $600. So if the weekly time frame, if the weekly candle were to actually make a higher high here, it does need to make a significantly higher high to avoid bearish divergence on the weekly time frame. Pretty much the same thing on the 3-day time frame. So about 83 here was the last RSI reading to beat if the price action wants to make a higher high. And very similar on the daily time frame, the last RSI reading to beat was about 81. And then that is possible bearish divergence if the price action wants to make a higher high. It does need to make a pretty decent higher high to actually negate that bearish divergence here. So let me do a recap real quick. On the monthly time frame, RSI, I don't see a problem with overbought RSI reading or bearish divergence scenario. From the weekly time frame down to the daily time frame, we are not currently in overbought territory, but possible bearish divergence scenarios. So weekly down to the daily is what I'll be focusing on if price action was to make a higher high than the last one, which is at about 600. Now let's take a look into the weekly time frame where I can see a more clear picture of what exactly has gone on in this market. I see a cup and handle pattern that has been forming since about May 2019. We had a bigger rounded bottom right here with a very small rounded bottom right here. Measured target of the breakout here is about $830. Yep, about slightly over $830 here. So that's the measured target. Measured targets are theoretical approximate targets only, may actually be different in real life price action, more or less. So let's see if the price action will continue towards that measured target. I'm going to go down to the 12-hour time frame here, where I do see my estimate right here that a possible cup and handle pattern could be forming. We have the bigger rounded bottom right here of the two smaller of the two rounded bottoms, I would say that's in a cup and handle pattern. Not exactly completely formed. I do think the neckline is about $600. That's psychological resistance. And from the 12-hour time frame up, I have not seen a candle close above the $600 level. So seeing a 12-hour candle close above the $600 level may tell me that this is a signal, that this could be a signal of a breakout of the smaller cup and handle pattern. Now, I'm looking for this bigger rounded bottom to actually validate this cup and handle pattern, and I'm looking for a smaller rounded bottom to actually fully develop that would completely validate this cup and handle pattern. Okay. Now, the smaller cup and handle pattern right here, measure target. Is at about, well, almost exactly $830, okay? Almost at $830 in that range, okay? So let's see if this is the smaller rounded bottom and if this actually completely validates, and if this smaller rounded bottom, if it's validated, it would meet its measured targets. So now let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. Bullish case scenario, if the price action gets a 12-hour candle close above this neckline after it validates this cup and handle pattern, or without even validating this cup and handle pattern, this would tell me that the price action is likely to continue higher. It's just that if it validates this cup and handle pattern, I can actually give it a valid measured target. So that's what I'm seeing. Get 12-hour candle closes above the $600 level and staying closed above the $600 level. Bearish case scenario, if this price action actually was to form a cup and handle pattern, I'm still looking for that smaller rounded bottom to actually finish here, okay? for this smaller rounded bottom, I think the support, the lowest of the low here for the smaller rounded bottom, I would say is about $560 from past trading history. This is a very preliminary estimate, okay, because I don't really I don't see any other possible lows I can estimate for this smaller rounded bottom. So I'm going to just go off past trading history right here, which seems to have some support at about the $560 level, okay? So if I see price action starts closing below this $560 level, I'll be a little cautious because this tells me that the smaller rounded bottom could actually be lower, indicating to me a delayed breakout, or I could be looking at another pattern that may not be this cup and handle pattern. Now, these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for Bcash. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know agreements, disagreements, feedback. I'd love to hear them. Hope you manage your risk carefully, and if you would like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.